I used to be superintendent of police, Tirunelveli district. So I went for inspection of one of the station called Koilpatti. So that SI had retired. They were we had to post. They think there is a process. So the head constable was in charge. I was going through the files, and he has detected a theft of series of cycle thefts all over the district. So I was going, how did you do it? I said, one of these cycles reported stolen. He had no mudguard. So he was going one of those days to attend his inspector's crime meeting. He found he remembered that, oh, this mudguard thing. So he found that somebody was cycling in that. So he caught hold of him. That's all interrogation. It led to the recovery of nearly 40 cycles of cases of theft. So he didn't use any violence.
So just his powers of observation
and skill, interrogation skill, and this is one thing.
The other, definitely this man would have been beaten up also.
No, confess. I mean, I don't agree with you. You know, you can't take too much of this thing.
I'm definitely. See, you would not have confessed to 40 cycles being stolen.
Just like that.
Some pressure brought about on him.
No. You don't generalize. I don't defend the policemen who are resorting violence, but at the same time, you cannot generalize that every case detected there is a violence behind it. I don't agree with you. I don't agree because I have gone through the whole thing. I promoted him straight away, that include him in the list, and then you deserve to be a sub-inspector.
Yeah, but Sudha, in all fairness, there must be cases that Mr. Vaikunth is talking about. I'm sure that everybody can't be bad.
No, I'm definitely not all policemen are bad.
Definitely, we have to say that there must be. There are good cops, bad cops.
Yeah, she's a lawyer. I think she seems to be in law. There is a concept she knows that everybody is innocent unless proved guilty. She seems to generalize that every policeman is bad unless he is proved guilty. That's not the thing.
We go to the police only for help. After all, we want them to be not merely a force, but we want them to be a service. That's what I keep telling. They still are a force, just as what the Britishers left them with a legacy. They have not turned to be service, but they are slowly turning towards the service sector, because now there are counselings in police stations. They don't jump down these days. There are, as he rightly said.
There's no doubt, Sudha, that nowadays the police is making a huge effort to appear more people.
There are PROs posted in every police station
forget
now.
About PROs. There are, in police, I have had experience of some of the situations leading to law and order situation is the source as a non-law and order. There may be a case of a shortage of drinking water. There will be an agitation. It proves to be a law and order situation. Who is to solve that drinking water thing? It's not the police. It is where they have intervened and set things right. I mean, the number of instances I can quote. The other case I told you, there was a series of burglaries for 11 years not detected. In one case, found, one inspector was in charge, etc., etc. So one case, one Mavari, somebody's case, this thing where the diamond jewels were stolen. There was also a case of a gold coin. So we found that from that it was traced, and then not only those 11 cases, 40, 50 cases were detected. Sheer observation and investigating skills. There is no need for violence.
We have a piece
and then in that case, they would have detected the case long back if they had taken the fingerprints of those gang of 4 or 5 accused.
Well, we do understand it was those days. Today, we do have every possible scientific methods available to us. But there is a piece of statistic which is perhaps very disturbing. Rights groups do claim that 40 deaths have been reported in the last 3 years between 2006 and 2009 all over the state. Now, that is really disturbing.
No, the point is,
it can't be coincidence, sir.
No,
it can't be suicide.
No, I don't say that there are not cases. I am the very beginning I said it must be very sternly discouraged.
Right.
But what are my pleas? There is no need for them to resort, and the standards of their efficiency, the norms of judging must change. See, you
Fair
should
enough, I think.
Better
I think this is-
training, policing the
Fair
police, and having closed circuit TVs at least at the entry and the exit points of the police stations would ensure that there is more transparency, more accountability in the stations, and less violence.
No, I'm telling you, no, I will put it different. You see, with or
altogether.
without
Police
closed,
reforms,
with or without closed security, it's supposed to be it should have a transparency. An accused.
I don't think it makes much difference.
If there is something to hide, only you have to. But my point is, be very frank and plain. Obviously, you have to take into account the public perception. You think.
But sir, the public
listen,
perception
listen.
Public
today
is very
is
worried
that
about the police. They are frightened to go
There's
to
a
the
joke
police
which
station.
even go to
says,
the
I'll tell you,
there's
tell
a
you.
joke which says the mother tells the daughter who is going to come home late, don't take that road, take the next road because there's a police station on that road.
No, but you
this
said,
is a joke, okay? I do not want it. I don't justify it.
It may be a
That's why
joke.
I said it's a joke.
That's
how.
It's a
That's
joke.
how
See,
our
what I'm
perception
saying
about
is, what-
the cruelties which are perpetrated.
Cruel joke.
No, but you should not have. I'm sorry to intervene, but you should not have a mindset. The police, some of them are very brilliant. They are very highly educated and all the.
No, we're not disputing that at all.
That point is, no, what I'm saying is, the public person, I'm telling
Yes.
you, even now in villages, I don't know whether in villages, it's the public feel that a policeman is not effective unless I will tell you an
Wields a
instance.
rod.
He tackles people.
He wields
But
a rod.
that should change. That point is, I don't agree with that. When I was DIG, one very important legislator asked me, somebody important man, sir, the police have not tackled the accused. I said, what do you mean by tackle? Sir, they have to be. I said, what are you talking? I was writing. So what are you writing, sir? I'm going to send it to the Chief Minister that you said this. Then he stood up and never sat down. You see, you have the public perception.
He was a member of the
So the point
ruling
is,
government.
we should not have a mindset to say that everybody is bad or all. There are,
We don't say
I'll tell you
everyone is
what,
bad.
in your own, the Allahabad High Court, I still used to quote. There is Justice Mullah. He said, in a basket of fish, if one fish is rotten, it looks as though the whole basket stinks.
No,
there
we
may be a
never
bad
said-
guy. You
No,
can't
sir,
say
sir, we
that.
never said that.
In fact,
We never said that.
we do believe in that there is. Well, it's a mixed bag of nuts. We do understand, but the fact is, these are statistics which have been,
No,
were
I
hard
agree.
statistics that are staring
I
hard at
agree.
our
See,
face.
I
40
agree.
deaths in
No,
3 years.
forget about
now,
statistics.
if the loss of life, sir, loss of life is something which cannot be compensated.
But
now
you don't,
that is the point that we are raising out
I'll
here.
tell you, you don't have to quote the statistics. It is, I have said it in the very beginning, that it should be very sternly discouraged. Nobody will subscribe to violence in police custody.
That's a good
Fair
thing.
enough.
If we can hear that from somebody
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you.
yeah, I'm always
to
for it.
become a service, it will definitely
That
happen.
is, and another thing is,
Reforms perhaps
I
of
used to
assessment-
say, I used to tell the guys, you see, the perception of the people of the police image and all that, they have their own
Right.
perception they want
Right.
to.
Yeah.
The perception we have to have a searching,
Right.
self-introspection.
Right.
Right. Fine.
What is the standard by which your image is judged?
Right.
Now we see the color of the police stations changes, the uniform has changed, there's lots of,
No,
I
uniform
told you
has
the
not
PROs
changed,
have
it's
got-
only-
it's
So
a
that
part
they-
of the uniform at least.
all right.
The PROs are being appointed to have a humane
That's a
face.
good thing.
I think it's good, and
Great.
we'll have to continue with this and better
Okay,
training.
let's look at this positively and look forward, sir.
Yeah,
That's what we'd like to do. We'd like to end our discussion on that note, Rishi,
All right,
isn't
thank
it?
you. Absolutely. We have completely run out of time. In fact, thank you so much, Mr. Vaikunth, coming over
Thank
here,
you very
giving us
much.
all those little
Very interesting
snippets.
discussion.
Definitely, of course. Thank you, ma'am, so much for coming here and talking to us. Thank you.